is a character that previously in the game had a difficult time finding her place. She was a character that is really, really good at killing isolated targets. But you'll find that while you're playing with, people who generally understand how the game works, you won't find isolated targets as often. She's a character that struggled with getting into the middle of team fights and really being effective. So she's definitely more successful in Quick Match than she would ever be in Hero League. I had the opportunity to go out to the Blizzard HQ a few months ago and specifically give feedback on the 2018 gameplay changes. There was a little summit that happened. A lot of pro players were there, some streamers. I was lucky enough to be invited. It wasn't actually a very big pool of people. And we gave direct feedback on the changes to stealth. But at the time, the Valera build was not in. And seeing the stealth changes with the old Valera made me really feel the worst. But the new Valera is capable of dealing so much damage in a short amount of time. And I think she has more build variety than she's ever had before. Previously, a lot of people were taking talents like Death from Above or Assassinate. Yeah, it was that. It allowed you to teleport onto isolated targets and deal damage. Well, they made a teleport part of her baseline stealth now. If you sit in stealth for 3 seconds, you're going to be able to jump to a target. So this opens you up to use other openers in Valera's kit. And I know this is a really long intro, so I guess we'll just jump to the game now. But really good changes. I really like them, and I think they make a lot of sense. That's my summary. Okay. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves in the Towers of Doom today. The friendly team, Valera, Hanzo, Kerrigan, Tracer, Lunar. The enemy team, Gazlo, Hanzo, Murky, Semro, and Sergeant Hammer. At level 1, we are going to be going for Subtlety, although this was changed since her old build. After teleporting with Ambush, Cheap Shot, or Garrote, regenerate 8 energy per second for 5 seconds. Hey... now, the operative word here is teleport. So after we're in stealth and enter deep shadows, this is important, deep shadows, we'll be able to teleport for this distance to our target. And we can open up with either damage with ambush, a stun with cheap shot, or a 2.5 or 2.75 second silence with Garrote. Absolutely insane silence. Absurd silence. God, this is going to be a difficult game, isn't it? Murky's going to be taking me out of stealth all the time. You know what? Let's return the favor real quick. That's what I think of you, Murky. That's what I think of you and your egg. They can actually kill that egg really quick if they... What? Oh, they did kill the egg. Fantastic. Okay. Let's enter stealth and try to come up this side of the map right now. Can't do anything there. So the stealth changes have come in. And what that means is while we're in stealth, the enemy team will be able to see an outline of me. They will not be able to target me directly with like stuns, like what you may see on Uther or something like that. But they see, that was the outline there as the enemy team's Samuro was running away. They can see me, they can't necessarily target me, which does give us some survivability advantages. I wouldn't say it gives us a ton of advantages, but it's all right. It's okay. And oh, is that a spin? I'll give you one. I'll give you a spin. Oh yeah. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. But it does mean that if we're trying to engage on targets, we need to go in these like roundabout ways of approaching them. We simply can't just run at people in stealth any longer. That will not work in most circumstances. You need to enter combat from the sides. You need to always be flanking. And it's definitely an interesting way of playing Valera. I've kind of spoken about it before, and some people agree with me, some people disagree. It usually depends on the skill at which that person was playing the game at. But Valera was most optimally played before as just running at the target and entering stealth as you were basically at the character's hitbox. So you'd be on a mount. You would do these same like flanking routes that we're doing now. You just appear right here. You walk into the person. You would go in stealth and stun them, and then by stunning them, you could then do your opener, your combos, all that good stuff, and just try to deal as much damage as humanly possible to them. And again, the idea was that a good player would see you coming in stealth anyway. they would take you out of stealth anyway, and you really needed your opener to make your combos make sense. And when you pop Vanish, which is our trait, it does give you a second of uninterruptible stealth. You could be in stealth that whole time, and there's nothing that they can do about it. Come on, Tracer, there you go, there you go. So the idea was you pop that stealth so you can't be removed from it, then open up with your combos on that target from point blank range. There wasn't as much walking around in stealth looking for opportunities like that. And the idea of Valeera is she's always been a character that is better at picking off those isolated targets that are not in a team fight. You know, targets that are pushing out a little bit too far in their lane or something like that. Maybe like that Gazelle here that was just chased down in the bottom lane. Someone who's basically not where they should be at any given time. That is our main focus. That's our main prey. And I don't think I can open up on him ever. I think they're going to see me coming here all the time. I don't think I'll be able to do anything. I mean, I want to try. I want to try. They have so much stealth reveal on this team comp. Let's see if we can go in with our team here. I'm so dead. Way overextended. Extremely dead. Okay. Might be able to get out. We can hug this wall and knock a shot with the tower, right? Nice. Okay. Thought I was walking into one person, ended up being three. I think we just give up on that one, boys. I think we just let that one go. Where was I? So she's always been a character that excels at picking up these isolated kills, people who are where they shouldn't be. So in a team fight, she always had a really hard time engaging. In a team fight, she always had a really hard time getting into position. And you really, it comes down to where your team is fighting more so than who the enemy team has or who your friendly team has. It was very much a positional thing, whether or not you're going to be successful in team fights. We are going to go for slice and dice here. Eviscerating a target with 3 combo points grants 150% attack speed that lasts for 3 seconds, or 3 basic attacks. This is a direct buff to our hemorrhage talent that we picked up at level 4. By the way, did you notice that we're actually able to pick up Garrote talents now? It's a brand new world. It's scary out there. We've never been in this position before. I would like to come in here and attack, but they're obviously going to see me right away. So hopefully Kara can get a decent combo in here, and I won't be immediately killed by everything. But we ended up staying in that Gazelle stuff a little bit too long. We might actually just be able to re-engage depending on what they do here. But it looks like they're backing up. Okay, that's fine. No big deal. She's pinging that like I can do something about it. So I haven't actually gone over our abilities while we're not in stealth. That's an important part of playing Valeera too. Whoa! What? 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 Was that revealed? Yo, that didn't make any sense. That didn't make any sense. All right. Well, I think I have to back. Right as this objective's going up, which is not what I wanted to do. We need to wait for this vision to go away. We can go try to join our team. That's the real Samuro there. Let's see if we can sneak up on this. God, I got hit by a ricochet there. Are you kidding me? Oh Lord. Oh no. All right, let's kill these things off. We have a lot of combo points. Let's try to use them. Here's my teleport, making it so Sergeant Amber cannot boost away. He should die to the damage over time, and we just need to make sure we don't. Get shot by this Hanzo here. I'm going to be going all the way back to the base right now. So while we're out of stealth, and fundamental to our success on Valeera, this is really important. I shouldn't have waited 6 minutes to talk about this part. Our Q ability is Sinister Strike. It allows us to dash in a direction. If we impact an enemy hero with this, we are going to generate 1 combo point. Our W ability is Blade Flurry. This is an AoE around us. If this impacts a hero, we're going to generate 1 combo point. Any opener that we do while we're in stealth generates 1 combo point. And then, I think we're going to go Smoke Bomb here. And then, oh shit, I should have waited to see if they were going to get Octograb, because I could immune the Octograb, technically. Maybe I'll regret that, let's see. But then, you spend those combo points with Eviscerate. And as you can see here, this does a pretty decent amount of damage. But in most circumstances, you want to engage on this. You want to open up on people while you have those 3 combo points. because we have talents that give us attack speed. We have talents that give us more. Wait, do we? No, I think that's all we have. We just want to deal as much damage as possible with our opener. That's all. So, and you do that by going in with 3 combo points like we do right now, and then spending them all on one target. Now, this is not the only build you have to do for Valeera. I'm just trying out the new stuff, because previously, Garrote was never an option. You would always go for your stealth, your basic stealth talents, and then pick up things like Assassinate or Death from Above or whatever the talent was called that allowed you to teleport onto those targets. Prior to that build becoming a thing, we had some poison builds that came around right at Valeera's release, which allowed Valeera to basically put these debuffs on targets that never went away. They never went away because those talents were bugged. We have a silence on Samuro, but the combo didn't land, and we're gonna die to the Octo Grab here. At least I think we are. Oh my god, I got out of there! What? What? And the poison talents I'm talking about were crippling and wounding. They just were always on. But that was a bug. Once those were removed, we saw talents like Subtlety, which has been changed, Initiative, which I still think is pretty valuable, and I mean, you kind of went down the list, and whatever looked good for how you wanted to open up, you would take. But in most cases, it was just your assassination talents, your ambush talents. Now, I generally do believe, through my short time of playtesting the character, I genuinely do believe that there's more build variety here than ever before, and I think she's in a pretty good spot. I think she's pretty fun. Well, shit. Oh, that's done. Oh, that's done. That hurt. That one hurt. Where'd he go? Did he jump this wall? Holy crap. Holy crap. An instance like that one just proves how important it is to get the drop on your opponent rather than just walking in blindly. The fact that he was able to bring me out of stealth completely ruined my opener. I mean, completely ruined my opener. Which meant that, well, all of my damage burst has been gone, and he's basically just going to kill me. Which is never a fun position to find yourself in. We're going to pick up Strangle here at level 13. Using Garrote on a hero reduces their spell power by 40% for 6 seconds. I think this is good in more situations than people expect. Now, Sergeant Hammer on the enemy team is very physical damage focused, but everyone else deals their damage with spell power, at least in some capacity. Maybe not all of their damage with spell power, but certainly a decent portion of it. I think we have a Murky Egg here, so I'm not going to be able to engage at all. Like, even a little bit. I think we just try to kill Hanzo on the rotation here. Yeah, this Murky Egg's revealing me. Hey, bud. Probably don't walk around with no health. It's probably a terrible idea. So if the Murky Egg's seeing me here, it has to just be in the middle of the lane or some shit, right? Let's enter stealth and just get away from these guys. Now, a lot of her stealth talents that used to be the backbone of her build were altered in some way to make up for the new Valeera kind of being added. This is a big problem down here. I don't think I'm going to be able to enter. The Murky Egg is giving them vision of me every time I try. We can try to come in here and assassinate the hammer. Do that. Maybe take down the Murky as well. Then we need to re-enter stealth right as he opens. Which we did. But there's so much fucking vision here! Alright, we're gonna cloak shadows so they can't attack me. Get out. Okay, alright. I think I played that pretty fucking well, actually. I think I played that pretty fucking well. Now, will we be able to defend this building from them continuing to push? You know, I really doubt it. But at least I bought us a little bit of time, created some space. The objective is coming up in 15 seconds, so we need to make our way up to the top of the map right now. So we might lose that building. In fact, it's looking like we indeed are going to. Okay. So if you've Hanzo and picked the target practice ability, please tell me how to make sense of the quest progress indicator.
Fuck precision.
I have no idea, actually. I picked that talent one time, and I was like, what do you mean I gotta hit everybody? Something interesting about that Hanzo talent, by the way, is the if the enemy team has an Abathur, you're directly countered, right? Because when the fuck are you gonna be able to hit Abathur with multiple arrows? Never. Never, that's when. Gazlo giving his life for ire over here on the left side of the map is going to allow us to take over this objective. No problemo. We have been scouted by the Murky Egg. I would really appreciate it if they could kill that. Because it's still giving vision all the way, even over here. They still have vision. Okay. We are in stealth right now, and we are taken out of that stealth by the knockback of Sergeant Hammer. Kerrigan just needs to be careful here. She's surrounded on all sides. She's popping Maelstrom, trying to stay alive. Again, we're going to have a difficult time pushing back into them because Murky has that vision, and it's going to bring me out of stealth, and I won't be able to do my openers. And holy crap, that arrow was really good. Ugh. This game is way harder than I was expecting it to be. At level 16, I think you have two options here. Seal of Fate, Sinister Strike deals 50% additional damage and generates an additional combo point when used against silenced or rooted heroes. This means that you can use your opener, silence someone, use your Q immediately after, and, well, fuck, and get a, I have to use this. He was going to octograb me. Crap. And get a eviscerate off right away. Or you can go Thistle Tea and have more energy regeneration. I'm gonna go for Thistle Tea. I would like to attack stuff a little bit more often. Oh my god, where's the fucking egg? Yo, Murky, man, you're killing me. You're fucking killing me over here, man. Come on. Can we please try to kill these Murky eggs more? They are revealing me non-stop, and it's making me sad. Look at this sad little Halloween Valyria emote. Lunara not gonna be able to get out of there. Can tell from being revealed by Murky Egg or Hanzo. If there's no arrow around, then it's Murky. Looks like the enemy team is going to grab that bottom objective. Kerrigan trying to finish off that Sergeant Hammer is going to be octo-grabbed, but he's coming back into the range. He might be able, no. Wow, just absolutely swarmed there. And this is a position where, as Valyria, you feel really helpless. The enemy team is fully grouped up here. How do I actually engage on this? The answer is, quite frankly, I don't. If I open up here, I'm just going to be killed. Now, if they continue pushing, then we can do something. Like this guy right here, we could probably do something here. Go ahead and use our smoke bomb. Maybe be able to re-engage. Fuck. And now Murky's egg is revealing me again! Something was revealing me. Yeah, it was Murky's egg, all right. Oh my god! That's so infuriating! That's so infuriating. Now, the tower here, this is something that changed with the patch 2. What they did was they removed a lot of the, well, not a lot. What they did was remove the extra tower at all these things. I don't believe Towers of Doom had an extra, no, it definitely did. It definitely had an extra tower. So that's been removed, and the health of that tower and the damage of that tower was split evenly between the two towers in the front and the keep that remains here. So, you know, the lanes pretty much function exactly the same in that regard. But another thing that happened is they gave those buildings true sight. So if we are in stealth next to one of those buildings, we are going to be spotted by those buildings, and the enemy team will be able to do whatever they feel like they need to do to stop me from attacking them in those situations. We're going to take the shortcut here and try to sneak up behind that hammer, although hammer appears to have already been moved. We're still going to try. So here we are at stealth. We know that... can we do anything here? Not without being octo-grabbed. Here, we'll just try to block shots. Just try to get in the way, try to be a distraction. That doesn't mean we're going to be able to stop the Samurai from interrupting us ever, because clones are really fucking fun. Clones are great. Looks like we were able to pick it up, though. Hanzo out of position now. I don't think we can jump in on him, but Tracer sure can. Nicely done. Very nicely done. We should push bottom. We should actually group as a team and push bottom. Push bot. Because we can take this from the enemy team, and then they have to defend. They have all the map pressure on us because Gazlo and Sergeant Hammer are amazing at sieging. Let's try to get rid of that egg. Hopefully other people come down here. Nah, it doesn't look like they are. We're going to try to cloak shadows here. The enemy team just hitting level 20. We've been level 20 for a while. We're going to go for Rupture, which is going to give us, what is it? Increased damage over time? What is it? Increases Garrote's damage over time by 100%, and Valeera basic attacks refresh the duration. So if we're able to Garrote someone and then apply our damage to him, continuously apply our damage to him, it's going to be a pretty sizable damage increase. So in a situation like this, I do feel like it's pretty difficult to engage. We're okay. Just because even though we're in stealth, the enemy team can 100% see me coming all the time. You know, we're definitely not hidden. They are aware that I exist, they're aware that I'm in the area, and they should be able to respond appropriately to that. Oh god, Hanzo just appeared out of nowhere. I wasn't ready for that. I forgot he could do that. I think I'm still being revealed by a Murky Egg here, which is impossible. It's impossible to play around unless we're constantly just hunting those eggs. Okay, I'm gonna try to engage here. It's not gonna work. All right, Cloak Shadows is up. We should kill off that Hanzo, I think. Oh, God, okay. All right, when he engages again, if he engages again, we'll interrupt him. It looks like we're able to go to middle. Samro is in middle right now. Okay, okay, okay. We can actually silence him, too. Oh, no, come on. There it is, there it is, there it is. All right. All right, turning in, boss. Boss, 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 boss. Stop your fucking camp, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Stop camping! Hurry up! Okay, alright, let's try to do this. It might just completely kill us. We only have 3 people. Fuck it, I'll take it, I guess. I'll do it! I'll do it! I'll carry the ring to Mordor! At least for a moment. Hey, Lunar, thank you for joining us. Okay, I have to do this. It's very important that I do this right. Okay, we are going to be taken down here. That's okay, though. They should be able to finish this. They should be able to finish this. I believe in you, team. Get on that point. Get on that point, team. Don't let them have this. Oh, God. Oh, this is closer than it should be. Good game. Good game. Wow, there's a ton of drama in that match. That was back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Whew. Yeah, hard Valeera game too, just because they had so much reveal in that game. Goodness. Tried my ass off though, and I think I hit all the points that I wanted to. The Valeera build diversity I think is better than ever before. I think the changes to stealth are definitely interesting. And if you're concerned about these changes to stealth, you are still stealth basically functions in the exact same way. If you were a good enough player to pass the eye exam, then you could see Valeera in stealth every time, and you could bring her out of stealth, just like people can do now. But the idea is that the eye exam is now easier for everyone. So if you're playing against good players, then your stealth was never really that much of an asset before either. If you're playing against bad players, then you were a slaying god, which is the reason why walking up to people on your mount, immediately getting in stealth and stunning them was so strong, because it didn't rely on stealth as a crutch. You were just using stealth as an opener. But interesting times for Valeera for sure. If you want to follow along at home, the build I used today was Subtlety, Hemorrhage, Slice and Dice, Smoke Bomb, Strangle. I went for Thistletea. I think Seal of Fate's pretty good too. And then Rupture. No matter what build you decide to do, you pretty much need to stick to the opener of your preference. So we could have gone Subtlety into Initiative, into Slice of Dice, Mutilate, or whatever you want there. But then go into Q openers here. Or alternatively, I guess there's only... I didn't realize there's only one stun talent. Okay, you get what I'm saying. If you commit to your E opener, you need to commit to your E opener. If you commit to your Q, you need to commit to your Q. But I think she is in a great spot, even with the new style changes. Up next, we're going to be taking a look at Vala, one of the historically best characters in the game. No question about that. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. everyone, Pelican here. Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm and our A through Z playthrough. We have landed on Tyrande today, a character that originally was changed drastically, right? She completely reworked. I went from loving the character to hating the character. But now, you know, she's better than ever in my opinion. She's fantastic after a few more tweaks in there. She went from being able to heal allies and herself with her Q, so you were always looking to heal other people, to now basically Tyrande only heals herself because her heal is so weak. Why would you waste that on an ally when you could just go in and heal yourself up? No problem. But very, very offensive support. She is the sustain classification, though, for quick matchmaking, if that even matters anymore. We've seen that rule being broken all the time. So if you're playing Tyrande, you're guaranteed to go up against a Beef, a Tassadar, a Zarya, another Tyrande, or the dreaded Abathur. And I remember that was such a pain in the ass when she just got her big rework and she's shooting owls out all over the place. To be an Abathur versus a Tyrande in every single quick match, if you were trying to play Abathur, you were guaranteed a Tyrande on the other team. It was so frustrating. But she's really fun. One of my favorite characters, actually. Hopefully we have a good time today. God, this character has changed so much over the years. You guys remember when Shadowstalk was a reveal? It just showed you where everyone else on the team was? And I guess it stealthed your team. And then they made it so it healed your team, right? Isn't that a thing, or did I make that up? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves on Brax's holdout today, and this is going to be one challenging game. Friendly team, Tyrande, Whisperindra, Murky, Kerrigan, Chromie, Genji. We have the Chromie to counter the hammer that the enemy team has, but the Zarya to counter the Chromie. The enemy team Sylvanas, Nazi, Zarya, Sergeant Hammer, and Zera. Tool. At level 1, we are going to go for Ranger. Distance increased Sentinel damage. The further we are away, the more it hurts people. Hitting enemy heroes with Sentinel increases the maximum damage by 3%. This allows us to scale up the damage of our Sentinel quite a bit throughout the course of, nailed it, throughout the course of a game, if we continue to land them. And considering the enemy team is going to have 4 people focused down here in the bottom lane, we should be able to land a lot of them. Now our Q ability is called Light of Balloon, and as I mentioned, this had its, the way it works, reworked. It used to, I thought that was the stun for sure, used to heal yourself and the player that you decided to heal. Now it only heals the one person. It does have some interesting functionality where if you auto attack, it lowers its cooldown, however, which means you can do a lot of healing if you're in a position where you're already winning, which was what I didn't like about the Tyrande rework, actually. If you're in a position where you're already dominating the enemy game, she feels like she could just carry the crap out of that situation. If you're kind of losing the game and you're not able to jump in and auto attack the enemy team, whoa, looked on the big map, then all of a sudden it feels like you're doing a lot less healing. That being, hello everyone, Pelican here. Welcome back to the A through Z playthrough, but we're playing. Hello everyone, Pelican here, and welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. We are still at the beginning of the A through Z playthrough. My bad, team, my bad. He killed my Hello everyone, Pelican here. Welcome back to the A through Z playthrough, and today my In this video, we're taking a look at Rexar. You'll notice that Rexar is actually one of my higher level characters, and he's not been in the game anywhere near as long as characters like Abathur and Chen. When Rexar was released, he had one of the worst control schemes for helping Misha get around the battlefield that I've ever seen. It was awful. But for some reason, it just connected with me, and I wanted to learn Rexar. I wanted to be the best Rexar player that I possibly could be. And you guys know, if you've been watching my channel for any amount of time, when a new hero is released, I typically stay away from them for a little while. You will notice that most of these low-level characters are pretty new characters that I just don't touch. But for some reason, when Rexar came out, I was like, this is it. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to play. And I practiced and practiced and practiced and practiced, and I got that control scheme down. I mean, this doesn't even account for the hundreds of custom games that I did with viewers, because this was back when we were doing viewer games on Squadron, and I was Rexar almost every game in those, and I practiced and practiced and practiced, and I learned the ins and outs. And then Rexar was changed. The control scheme was changed. And it was better. It was so much better. Before, there was a, originally you had to attack move if you wanted to attack something, but you right-click on something that you want Misha to attack, or something like that, and then you could use her trait for some. It's hard to remember the original control scheme. But then it was simply changed to, if you want Misha to attack something, you have your 1 key available, you press the 1 key, Misha goes to attack it. If you want her to come back, you hit your trait. And I loved it! I was so good at it, and I genuinely believe that I was one of the better Rexar players out there, just because I felt an instant connection to the character. And at the beginning of this year, Rexar did receive a rework where they jumbled a lot of his talents, but once again, for the 3rd time, changed the control scheme. And this time, I just didn't like it. It was too much. It went too far. And then I fell out of sync with one of my most beloved characters in this game. And I've never fixed that. So today, we're going to try to fix that. We're going to try to play the best goddamn Rexar we possibly can.
I hear the call of the wild.
Yeah. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves on the tomb of the Spider Queen. For old time's sake, let's do the Easter egg.
I will have to account for this unexpected weakness.
I can't do the Easter egg because I have left click as my attack move. Alright, well, so much for that. So much for that. Come here, Misha! Alright, so we're going to go for easy prey at level 1. Increase Misha's damage to minions and mercenaries by 150%. And Misha gains 50 armor against minions and mercenaries, reducing damage that she takes by 50%. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. I'm going to try my ass off. The friendly team, Rexar, Nova, Abathur, Brightwing, Jaina. The enemy team, Ana, Alex Straza, Genji, Varian, Tassadar. Their team is pretty busted. But I'm going to try to control Misha and just tell her where to go, while Rexar is staying back in relative safety. Just trying to scout things out a little bit, trying to see what the enemy team is up to. Now, I think another issue that Rexar kind of ran into was the fact that enemy players, or more people in the game, more heroes in the game, now have stacking quests than ever before, which makes it a little difficult to actually play a Rexar. He kind of has the same problem that Shen did, where he's just kind of standing still all the time, with Misha, of course, not Rexar himself, but standing still all the time, which allows enemy players to get stacks incredibly easily. This is a problem. Any character that can be easily hit is a problem. Now, granted, you can micro Misha a lot if you really wanted to, but in most situations, I don't think that's extremely feasible. We do have the Abathur top hat, which is going to give us a lot of power. Going to give us a lot of defensive ability and offensive ability on Misha. I want to see what talent he picked. Did he go for auto attack? He did not. Okay. So it doesn't matter if Tassadar auto attacks us. We just need to make sure we move Misha out of any of his W abilities. All right, Misha, get on him! Get on him, baby girl! Good girl. Good job. Now back up. I'll heal you up a little bit. If you've never seen Rexar before, let's be honest, I'm not going to be too surprised because he's not very popular anymore. I think his current standing on Hot Slogs is that he's been played in 1,000 games. Fun fact about the auto-select hero, it actually favors Rexar. You will get Rexar in auto-select more than any other hero, according to some research I saw a while ago. Need to dodge Sleep Dart, we did that just fine. Misha to me. Actually, you can stay in, Misha, you're fine. Here, I'll even Sippy Cup so Misha can stay in more. We'll send her in on Tassadart now. So, my Q ability is throwing a bird out. This will deal damage to anything in a straight line and also apply a small slow. We also have the ability to make Misha jump in on things, which she can do fairly well. Let's pull her back for a moment and then get her to jump on the whole minion rig. Increase our lane clear a little bit. Don't have stun for the Tassadar now, though. Didn't know Noble was ganking. I'm so tunnel visioned right now. Holy shit. Hunter-gatherer used to be the go-to. It used to be busted, but I think these days animal husbandry is the best talent for Rexar. Increases his maximum health by 2 every second.
So be it.
So the longer we stay alive, the higher our maximum health is going to be. When we were playing Ragnaros, excuse me, we briefly spoke about getting optimal meatballs for clearing minions. Very similar on Rexar. You need to hit the minion wave with your Q ability as the minion wave is approaching you. Can I micro Misha while I'm doing this? Oh, I can. Oh, you know what? Guys, I'm feeling feisty. Never mind. I was gonna steal a mercenary camp. I don't think I'm gonna do that anymore. But we can try to slow these guys down. Stun the Genji mid-air. Look at that! In the chain of the blizzard! It was in the blizzard. Did you see? Oh! Oh, Misha, you did so good. You did so good. Go hit that angry Tassadar man. Go hit him. Good girl, Misha. Good girl, Misha. All right, get out of the tower. Jump out of that tower. Go back. So yeah, we just want to have our Q ability ready to go for when the minion wave hops in. We can jump back here and be totally fine. We can gather up the spider butts with Misha as well. If she picks up a region globe, that goes to me. If she picks up spider butts, those go to me. Misha, get in there. Get in there, Misha. All right, peel variant off of me, please.
Sequences augmented.
Oh no, he can fucking see me. Oh, that sucks. Hey, Jaina, how you doing? Now, if Misha dies, we give, I believe, a quarter XP. It may be half normal player XP to the enemy team. If Rexar dies, they get the full kill. So it's usually better to let Misha be the one that dies, but I usually can't find it in my heart to allow that to happen. The Frilly team does get the first turn in of the game, and I'm going to join our team for a little bit of pushing here. Now, because we died, we did lose all of that bonus XP that we accumulated, but it wasn't that much, so it's not the end of the world. Aspect of the Beast is going to lower the cooldown of Misha's stun every time that she is able to auto attack. So this means she's capable of stunning significantly more often in team fights, and in most cases, we'll be able to control our team fights significantly better because of this. I'm trying to send Misha forward to get these spider butts. We're gonna hop over the wall, grab those, and then just call her back. One of the things I didn't like knee-jerk reactions when they redid Rexar was the fact that Misha no longer had an easy callback to Rexar. I made a video complaining about it a lot, actually. And then you guys in the comments let me know that I could just self-cast the trait onto me, which for some reason I never thought of. Even though I use self-cast quite a bit, never thought about it. So if you ever just need Misha to come back to you really quickly, just press Alt and D. You'll notice that whenever we see the enemy team's on us, she's usually firing a sleep dart at Misha. And that's because she gets easy quest stacks off of that, which is an issue. I shouldn't let her have as many of those as I have been. Let's harass this variant a little bit while we're turning in. Gather that region gold, back her up a little bit. We can stun the minion wave, stun him, slow him down. Just trying to constantly harass him, but at the same time, our real objective here is getting the spider butt so we can turn those in. And we could do that really easily, actually. We just spotted Genji here in the middle. Let's send Misha up top. We're actually going to focus the Ana here. Stun her now. Grab those spider butts. And we just want to keep Misha with Ana. So Abathur can deal as much damage as possible with his top hat. Now that we have pushed up a little bit too far, we are going to call her back. Although Nova was a little overextended, so I just sent Misha back in to cover her. Misha! We're going top! We can try to stun him. Nicely done, nicely done, nicely done. He's deflecting. He is going to get a heal from Alex Strawset. That's totally fine. We can gather these spider butts, get the regen globes, pull Misha back. Look how good I'm doing on this objective. You guys normally tell me how shitty I am here. I'm gathering so many... Oh, shit. Thank you, Misha. Okay, we want to send Misha in on Genji. Always be harassing the Genji. Never let the Genji free cast. A little bit of a miscommunication there by the friendly team, but everything should be fine. We'll stun the Varian in the corner so he can't get out. We did pick up Bestial Wrath at level 10, which means that we're going to be able to massively increase the damage of Misha if we decide to do that, or when we decide to do that. I'm going to have Misha go back in now. Stun on Genji. Oh, he got out at the last second. All right, I'm going to have Misha cover the right side, kind of zone here while I'm turning in. Easy. And that should be our second turn in. Never mind, Jada didn't turn in. Misha! Good dodge there. Cover me, Misha. We turn in another 3. All right. I'm gonna sippy cup really fast.
Green fucking die, dude.
Go in here. I feel like I'm not doing that bad. I don't remember the last time I played Rexar. The last time I played him was the last video I posted. Misha, move up! Oh, she's asleep. Fuck. It's okay, Misha. It's okay. You're all right. We can poke at this Alex Strawset just a little bit. Pull Misha back. I'm gonna get the butts in the middle, actually. And then rotate up top to our team. I just wanted to help him push into the tower a little bit, and I was right there, so why not? Top push is going okay. We're just gonna send Misha right into the front line. Right in there, Misha. Bestial Wrath, and we're gonna be attacking Ana here. She's gonna be healed up by the Alex Strawset, but we can stun her again! Yeah, Misha! Okay. Okay. We're doing fine, we're doing fine. Stay in there. We gotta appeal for Nova. We gotta appeal for Nova. We're back on Genji now. X marks the fucking spot, though. Stun! Slow! Good job, Misha. You did great. Her death's not on your hands, Misha. Get that regen globe for me, though. Now get those butts. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. Call her back, call her back. So, we've accumulated an extra 628 health since we died last time. I would say that's starting to pay off quite well. We're going to go for Wildfire Bear here, which is just going to give Misha Burning Rage. She's going to have that area of effect going on around her. Sending Misha in to help with this now. Because she has Wildfire Bear, she's going to be constantly dealing AoE damage, and it's 49 a tick. Her auto attack is 269. So every second she's in combat, if she's auto attacking, she's dealing 300 damage. The enemy team finally gets their turn in. We'll just greet this Varian with a Misha. I'll call her back. I think I'm doing a pretty good job of protecting her this game. We are a little low on the mana, so I am going to back up and grab this really quick. Abathur needs to be aware that he's not in the base, so I'm just going to ping him with a quick danger ping. Go in for that regen globe. Of course, those regen globes heal everyone up on the team. Misha, get in there. Don't let him have that vision, Misha. Okay, I'm sending Misha in on Ana. We want to harass the back line. Let's pull her back really quick. Ring of Frost was pretty good, actually. Bestial Wrath going out now. Get him, Misha! Stun Varian! Pulling it back, pulling it back, pulling it back. We need to stop this Genji. Misha stun! Alright, focusing Ana in the back line now. I'm just gonna push up and be a distraction. They have 3 fucking supports! What the fuck? Alright, cleaned up no problem, honestly. Cleaned up no problem. Okay, I know the objective's still going on, but I'm gonna go back and get mana, and then I will be... Can I micro and B? Oh, that's so nice. Boss after?
The hour of the spider closes.
Do we want to do that? Is this dumb?
Choose a talent.
This might be dumb.
Shatter their
We are gonna go for
gems to my altar.
Primal Rage versus, or Primal Intimidation versus this team. Now, this talent was changed for everyone, but as a result became significantly more powerful for Rexar. And let me explain that a little bit. So this is Intimidating Presence, but this is Rexar's version. And Rexar's version procs Intimidating Presence, I think that's what it's called, on both Rexar and Misha at the same time. This used to just slow down attack speed for enemy players, but now it also does a slow as well. So, even though the enemy team doesn't have the best auto attackers in the game, what they do have is reason enough for me to want to protect my backline even more. Genji jumping in, if we can slow him down, that just means we're going to be able to stun him easier as well. Looks like we're going to get this wall down, no problem. If Varian decides to charge in versus my team, Intimidating Presence, there we go, we have a stun. It's a 20% movement speed debuff for 2.5 seconds. And again, it procs off both of myself and off of Misha, which means we can hit a significantly wider area than most heroes in the game. I'm going to take this bottom camp really quick. Looks like Abathur's heading up to the top lane. I'm a little worried about our Nova's positioning, but let's just assume that she is just fine until she is not just fine. Looks like we're going to get this camp no problem, and I would like to move down the bottom lane with this. This is definitely worth fighting over. Actually, we could turn in. We could turn in. Let's send Misha up top to scout for us. And I'll get my butts in. Jaina's getting her butts in. Don't let him mount up. Okay. We'll just call Misha back. Okay. It's time to shine! Use the opposing presence! Use the bestial wrath! Misha, use it! Uh-oh. Varian healed up to full. Alright, let's focus Alexstrasza a little bit then. Jaina's so weak. Looks like Nova is going to be taken down. We still have Misha in here dealing damage to the dragon, though. Dealing a lot of damage to the dragon, Misha, go! Alright, I'm going to focus their Tassadar, imposing presence him. I'm trying so hard to get out of this. But we are going to be taken down, and that means we lost all 1,000 HP that we had built up throughout the course of this game. Shit. They dove me so hard. They wanted me dead. Genji is backing, presumably to defend top lane. Abathur has been doing a phenomenal job of pushing this back. Middle lane does have a little bit of pressure. We have 10 bots. Who has them? Oh, it is Abathur. Shit. No wonder we didn't turn in. No wonder. Okay, that makes sense. That was our second death of this game. I think we're doing fine, though. I'm amazed that this enemy team is having such a hard time getting kills when they have that much sustain. Tassadar went for Archon, but didn't really go for an auto attack build. Which, when you have a team like that, I think I definitely would have. Is that normal? Yeah, that's normal. Man, I think if I was Alexstrasza in their situation, I just would have gone for an E build. Now that I've looked at her talents, I know that she's going to be really focused on that W. So whenever she puts that W down, I can just move Misha in to try to zone it. Looks like Ring of Frost was whiffed. Genji diving in the base now. Let's go ahead and stun him. Stun Varian Rin at the same time as well, and we will be able to take both of those guys down, but we do lose our Jaina. Going in, Bestial Wrath has been popped. We're going to focus Alexstrasza here. Imposing presence for the slow. Oh, come on! Oh, Bestial Wrath wasn't popped. What the fuck?
I've got the scent.
Yo, I pressed the button. I 100% pressed the button. Come on, Misha. You're okay. I know you wanted the kill. I'm sorry. That was Daddy Rexar's fault. I'm sorry. Papa Rexar. All right. Let's get our butts. We have enough for a turn in right now. We can move down here. Misha! Come on, what are you doing? We have stuff to do! Sippy cup, let's see. Everyone on the enemy team is once again alive. My web weavers shall weave a web of death. Alright, we have hit level 20. We're gonna get this bottom camp, keep pressure down here. At level 20, we are gonna go for Frenzy of Kalimdor, which Rexar's basic attacks deal 10% more damage, and Misa's basic attacks slow targets. So it makes it even easier to stick to targets than what we've been doing so far in this game. Which I hope, if I've done anything, I've made it look like we have an easy time sticking to targets, because we fucking do. Alright, we're dead. I was gonna type GG, but that can be misconstrued. I don't think we lost or anything. I just got rotated on by 5 people. I wasn't ready for that. I was even gonna move up to turn in. I did see that they were all middle, but I didn't see that they rotated. Alright, that's fine. We do have that level 20 advantage, and we do have objectives pushing in every lane. Top lane is gonna have a spider very close to the enemy team's core. They are just in a full man death ball right now, which means our Abathur can get even more value. As long as they keep death balling, Abby just keeps getting more value. Yeah. Careful. It doesn't look like we're even trying to fight, so I won't say careful. Okay. Alright. We're gonna be back up in 3 seconds. Again, our level 4 talent is really good if you're able to stay alive and you're playing passively, but obviously I've been going in. I haven't been afraid of anything. Even though this is a 4v5, we still managed to pick up a kill on Ana, and it looks like our team is going to be pushing into the core very soon. Nova taking a lot of damage though, and Brightwing not there to help, so she is going to be taken down. I'm on my way though, and I'm almost here. And on my walk over here, I've gained an additional 48 HP. We'll do Imposing Presence on the enemy team's Tassadar. We'll also stun him now as well. Bestial Wrath. Beautiful. Focusing Variant. We have a stun once he's no longer protected. Into the Ring of Frost! I pulled back to focus Alex Strauss for a quick second. Imposing Presence again. Alright, pull him back, pull him back. Misha, you better get out of there. Misha, you... No, Misha, kill the core! Misha, kill the core! I didn't notice!
Get the fuck out.
Good girl, Misha!
I can't find this shit.
Oh, Misha! I missed you! Oh, that game was so fun! Oh, man. That game was so fun! And look how good I did on the objectives! I normally suck on this objective. You guys always yell at me because I never pick up gems. Oh my goodness. Is it time? Is it time to be a Rexar bait again? Oh my goodness. Yo, I remember consistently before I'd be #1 in everything. Because you can almost split soak 2 lanes at one time on small maps like that. Her hero damage before, Misha's hero damage before used to be insane. I think if I get used to it again, I can get back to that. Alright, we might be a Rexar player. One player we are certainly not is a Samuro, although he is the #1 win rate in the game right now. Something about him is just skyrocketed, and I'm gonna have to do research to tell you what that is, because I actually have no idea why he is so strong right now. I just don't play him. It seems like not a lot of people do play him, but the ones that do are having great success. So we'll take a look at that in the next video. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time. everyone, Bear. Welcome back to Heroes of the Storm. In today's video, we are playing as Samuro. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. I don't remember the last time I played Samuro.
Samuro. You fucking fungus.
I do know that I want to go for Illusion Master because it's the try-hard way to play him, although it may not be the most optimal. Who knows? I'm just going off what Moon said. He always makes fun of me for wanting to go Bladestorm. But in order to use Illusion Master, I had to change what my control scheme is because I have attack move on left click normally. Now I have attack move on A like everyone else, so it's gonna be weird. It's gonna take some time for me to get used to it, but we're gonna give it a go. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves... Is this reportable? That might be reportable. Eh, fuck it. We find ourselves at the Dragonshire today. Hi. I don't know how good we're gonna be on this map. I don't know how good we're gonna be on this map at all. But let's try. Oh god, I'm just getting yanked around everywhere. What are you doing? At level 1, we are gonna go for Way of the Blade. Critical strikes happen more often. Instead of every third basic attack. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright. Alright, go away. Go away, stop. Okay. This is gonna make it so we critical hit every 2 attacks rather than every 3 attacks. Our Q ability creates illusions of Samuro that will walk brain deadly forward into anything. We're gonna use this to try to fake out people on the enemy team later, but as of right now, the illusions simply walk forward and we watch them do it. Our W ability is critical strike, but Valentine, you just said you critical strike when you auto attack. Yeah. Yeah, it's one of the weird parts of playing Samuro. You just kind of critical hit all the time. You need to make sure you don't overlap these as well. So if my illusions go in, do they critical hit when I critical hit? Is that how this works? I'm a Samuro expert, obviously. Obviously. I don't think so. At least not without talent. So when we auto attack, we're building up this flaming sword. When the flaming sword is fully illuminated, we critical hit. We don't want to use our W when it's about to be fully illuminated because then we lose out on damage. It's weird, and I'm not too sure why it happens. Also, I never actually took my talent. It looks like Sonya's gonna be able to move down here just fine and take this over. Our E ability is called Wind Walk. This allows us to go invisible for a short time. I'm over here trying to attack move with left click, and I just said I can't do that. Oh my god, this is gonna be a long video. Okay. Alright. Let's see if we can take a camp at the 2-minute mark. I was trying to figure out what Samuro could be good at, and I think map control could be one of his things, right? Now these guys do AoE, and ideally we would want them fighting the clones instead of me, so let's do that. There we go. It looks like we're cleared through this just fine. We are going to be able to make new clones here any moment. Alright, yeah, that went okay. The Regen Glow will heal us up almost back to full health. At level 4, we can go for maybe Spell versus this team. Mirror Images grant Spell Armor. Mirror Images grant Samuro and his Images 40 Spell Armor for the next 2 sources. So this could help mitigate some of that Nova damage. It could help mitigate some Murky damage in the right scenario. My thing is, like, enemies immediately know which one's the real me. Which kind of sucks. They immediately know. If I deviate at all from my path, then immediately it's obvious which one is the real Samuro. Alright, let's go in stealth here. Try to open up on Alex Strauss. Oh, force the dragon. Wow. Oh, for little old me? Wow. Level 7, we are going to be able to cleave our auto attacks to other things. So that should make taking camps even easier. By the way, that camp is still pushing. Still pushing. I just kind of want to have pressure on the map because I don't really know how to team fight with this character. I'm not good with every character, team. I'm sorry. I also want to steal their camp, but I don't think I can. I think Nova would scout it. Looks like Stitches is rotating up top. I mean, I guess I rotate with them, right? We can gank. Why not? I don't want to be in bottom lane. Bottom lane just seems really fucking irritating. Hey! But you didn't know I was there. Almost. We almost got it, team. We almost got it. Don't worry. We should be hitting level 7 pretty soon. Let's try to clear this wave. I'll rotate back to middle and see if I can help out there at all. We now are going to be taking Burning Blade. Critical strikes damage nearby enemies. So this means we can come in here, and every crit also cleaves to the rest of the mercenary camp. Yeah, okay. It's better than doing nothing in lane, and obviously we can take this over no problem. Get another wave of Samurai clones out. We didn't even take any damage this time. And now we have more pressure middle lane. Okay. All right. I feel like I'm doing okay. Let's see if we can come in here and help out with this Tyrande kill. Yo, that Lily was confident. That Lily was baiting. Look at that. Look at. She does need to be careful because Nova's here somewhere. Here, I'm gonna try to eat some skill shots. Oh, here's Nova. Yeah, I can't do anything about that. What's our time on this camp? 17 seconds. We know that Nova's middle. All right, I'm going for it. Go for the camp steal. Come on, team. Burst him down, close. Burst him down. Both of these guys are focusing me. That's irritating. I think we got it. All right. I'm kind of enjoying this. I don't know if this is how I'm supposed to be playing, but I'm just saying I'm enjoying it. That's the real Nova there. She didn't see us taking the camp. Oh god. Okay, just gonna back up. Grab the region glow. Then go take our camp. Keep up the map pressure, boys! Keep up the map pressure! If we keep them under the towers, that means they're not contesting the shrines. Now, I'm not too sure how Samuro is going to be altered when the new stealth changes are actually implemented into the game. I imagine it'll be pretty difficult to play Samuro because most of his kit is based around the idea of confusing the enemy team. You're playing 3-card Monty as a hero, trying to convince them that you're over here when in reality you're behind them, stabbing them in the back. That's kind of the whole idea behind Samuro. And the fact that they're going to be able to see you in stealth, see, she doesn't know who to hit here. She thinks that's the real one. Because I was brain dead and didn't move. I like that. All right, 2 minutes on that camp. Let's steal theirs. Yo, I'm feeling so ballsy. We're going to go for Illusion Master at level 10. Okay, here we go. Now, Illusion Master allows me to control each of these guys on their own. Or I can control the whole group at the same time. This kind of makes the idea of confusing them, of making them think I'm over here when in reality I'm over there, a significantly stronger option. We also gain the ability to teleport between my clones. Let's just go ahead and juke this way. Which means that, so for instance, I can send one clone up top and the rest to middle. We'll highlight these guys. This is why I can't play with attack move on left click, by the way. And oh, I'm getting damaged here. Well, let's just move up top. We just select our third clone and switch up here. You can also play some other mind games with Samuro in this way by leaving one minion back and microing him around. So it would look something like this. So yeah, we just micro our third to make it look like that's the real Samuro, right? When in reality, the real Samuro is attack moving into people to deal damage. So the clones don't deal as much damage as you do normally, but if the clone is distracting them, then your real hero can just walk right up and in most cases beat the living shit out of someone before they notice that it's happening. And when they notice they're actually taking so much damage that they could potentially die. Oh shit. I was gonna say this is where I need to swap, but I don't think I actually can. But they're taking so much damage that they could potentially die. That's when you swap to the decoy that's chilling in the lane behind you. That was the distraction in the first place. Like, there's so many mind games that you can play with this character. It's just so hard to actually implement. It's so crazy difficult to implement that it takes a player that usually spends a lot of time on Samuro and not doing much else on the map. I'm once again just gonna keep going for mercenary camps here, I think, team. I'll try to focus Tyrande down with all of my clones. Swap the real Samuro back here and finish off the camp. Beautiful. Beautiful. What's our time here? 8 seconds. All right, heading over there. We're going to keep up the camp pressure. Why not? Attacks reduce mirror image cooldown. We're going to go for that because we want to have as many mirror images out as we can. This is attacks versus heroes. Let's send a clone up here because we want that camp started if we're getting the dragon, although it doesn't look like we'll be able to. And then I could just swap my location to the second clone and then re-clone up over here. Now we're taking this camp as the enemy team is grabbing the objective, so they can contest this right now, actually. Let's move my guy back. Get some of these clones in here to tank some damage. We never want the real Samuro taking it here. And sadly, that's what was happening the entire time.
Fuck, dude, where'd all my money go?
Okay, now that this is going, let's go ahead and grab... Oh, I was gonna say let's sippy cup, but I don't think we can. All right, I'm here to fight, team. That was the fastest 10-minute dragon I've ever seen. We're going in stealth over here on the top of the map. Popper clone's right next to Tyrande. Try to deal as much damage as we can. Although that was extremely short-lived. Holy shit.
Defend this fort.
Dodged. Oh, they killed my clone just by auto-attacking it because my health was so low. Fuck. I was going to do a swap. I was going to swap up to this one. Man, fuck. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Oh, jeez. All right, we're just blocking everyone. We're just gonna. Hey, Lily hasn't said anything. We're just gonna block everyone. All right. Keep the list going. Bottom lane is doing okay. Mercenary camps are starting to pop up again, and that means I want them. I'm not